I will try to explain the power of compassion from, I think, from a little bit is a different way. You know, whenever I visit these different places and talk to people like this, they usually, you say, deal in three fields. One, on the level of, as a human being, I myself not consider as a Tibetan or Buddhist, but rather just another human being. And from the audience side also, you see, at the moment, consider just like another human being. Forget about, you see, our differences on culture, nationality, or religious faith, and so on. On that level, we can communicate easier. Then look, the innate feeling, right? Including our dream time, we always have a feeling of I, or feeling of me, always there. Although difficult to identify who am I, but still there is some kind of feeling of I, self, is there. There's nothing wrong. And on that basis, we always have desire, have a happy life, and a happy family, things like that. So now here, the important thing is, we must realize what is the main factor for happy life. For happy life. That, of course, the money and other material facilities and good companions, good health, these also, of course, major factor for happy life. But these are only factor, right? So,
these are not the only factors.
The main factor is, you see, our own mental attitude. That is clear. The example, quite clear. You see, when we have now, for example, some illness, some physical is uncomfortable, or lack of facility. If our mind remain calmness, then we can much easier to endure these other problem. On the other hand, when our mental state not happy, not peaceful, then even you relax on a comfortable chair and listen some music or something, you won't feel happy. So this shows the mental factor is the major factor for happy life. Then again, in our daily life, as a human being, as a social animal, we need human companions. We need human friends. We need human smiles. But then, for example, in a day, when your mood is not good, and you feel in deep inside some kind of fear or some kind of that's unhappy mood there, then it automatically closes our inner door. As a result, when we communicate with other fellow human beings, always find it difficult. As a result, you cannot create genuine friendship. That's clear. On the other hand, if your mind more calm, or in other words, a compassionate attitude, then there's no need to fear. No need to fear. Right? And it automatically opens our inner door. So through that way, we can communicate much easier. And because our own side, our attitude is open and sincere, then it creates the basis or possibility of others' compassionate response. So that's our daily life. We should go like that. So therefore, the happiness must depend on our own, the inner mental attitude. And then compassion. It is very important to realize that other people also have the same right to be a happy person and same right to overcome suffering. And on that basis, is some kind of genuine the feeling of concern or feeling of, the sense of responsibility. Now that is the genuine compassion. And we should not mix the compassion and attachment. These is two things, it's different. Then keep compassionate motivation in our mind. Itself, I think there is a lot of, I think, the deep value. The compassionate mind, or the compassionate-minded people, always much happier, calm. So the individual, oneself, get some peace of mind, and also for health, also improve. And then, because of this kind of mental attitude, it creates automatically some kind of pleasant atmosphere in the family and in the community. And also with such motivation, then every our action become more constructive, positive. And also with such motivation, that no matter how difficult to achieve, but we always feel something happy. See, because of the motivation. And you want something, the benefit for larger interest. With that goal, even though, personally you may, you may find some difficulties, some obstacles, some hardship, but because of the motivation, you feel it is honor.
You can see the hardships as honor.
Honor.
Honor it is.
This one. And then, of course, all human activities, even including warfare, can be more positive, more constructive. So then, of course, other works, such as teaching, such as health work, social work, and laws, and politics, and religions, then all these human activities become really constructive or positive. Then also, today, I think growing the number of people who are taking really about, the human rights issue or environmental problem. And then also, I found in this country, particularly I think in this country, the groups or organizations who are taking deep interest or deep involvement about protection of animals. These are wonderful. And also the vegetarianism, also increasing on the basis of compassion. Now these are wonderful. So keep compassionate motivation here inside. It provides us with a more happy day, and with that motivation, more active in the community, try to develop more positive things, then I think each of us have a responsibility about our globe, because this is our world. This is our only world. When we the poetry,
Read poetry.
read poetry, I think beautiful description about suns and moons and the stars. But if we really try to settle in one of these as a planet, horrible, impossible to settle. So this is our only home. So we have to take care about our only home. From the Buddhist viewpoint, yes, we have plenty of homes. Next life we can go. There's some other places. But at least for this lifetime, this is the only home, isn't it? So therefore, you see, I think each individual has this moral responsibility to look after this planet. Then, in ancient time, if we talk about our responsibility about take care about the world, perhaps people may see this is a bit idealist. Now today, I think it's because of human behavior and because of human power, it's much increased. I think firstly the population, due to population. Secondly, I think due to technology. Now human behavior reaches such stand that we may influence or we may disturb the natural balance. So the taking care about world or globe means we have to realize our behavior, certain limitation. If we think only as a consume and making profit, the neglect about long-term negative consequences about globe, then it is dangerous. And also when we say human right, we must include our future generations. Their right also we have to take into account. So therefore, you see, our generation have. I think it seems we are come cross the way.
Like at a crossroad.
You know, I think this century, I think everybody can realize that this century seems the most important century of human history. During this century, I think we learned many disasters and also many achievements, great achievements achieved during this century. So as a result of various different kind of experiences, I think humanity become more mature. And our generation, if we, go further in wrong direction, I think there is real danger. So now, I think in spite of the difficulties or problems, such as the former Yugoslavia or Africa and some other places, I think the overall situation, at least the threat of nuclear holocaust, I think much reduced. The totalitarian, the regime, or that kind of the rule of terror, now in the large area of this planet now collapsed, disappeared. The democracy, freedom, really I think, and the market-oriented, the economy system also is these and much related with the democracy and the freedom. So I think they're gaining more upper hand. And also the science and the religion. I think at the beginning of this century or the previous century, people usually consider these simply as two different roads. Right? Incompatible. But today, I think many scientists also express their interest or concern about spiritual values. So that is, I think, on the human level, it is important to realize these things and make contribution as much as we can as an individual. So here we need sense of universal responsibility, sense of global responsibility. Then here also, I often appeal people, the opposition of compassion or obstacle of compassion is hatred. So the hatred is not only the troublesome in our community, in our family, but even health also. The hatred is very, very bad. So try to reduce hatred and try to increase compassionate motivation. So this, it seems to me it is something like internal disarmament. Now at the same time, now we must engage the external disarmament. This is very, very important. So long weapon is available, there's some form of trouble, some form of problem always happen. So eventually, I think one of our responsibility is try to reduce the weapon, the military establishment. You know, I think one clear, like the Saddam Hussein, when he invaded Kuwait, everybody they complain or blame on him. Of course, there are some reasons to blame on him. But not whole. Sometimes I also feel some sympathy for him. I think because of military establishment, because of weapon, he got the opportunity, to invade. No matter how bad Saddam Hussein, without his military establishment, he cannot do it like that. So then these weapons of his army, not sent by heaven, but some from other human brothers, sisters. So they supply, I think mainly, making profit, I think mainly. It's the money matter. So they neglect about the long-term consequences, as simply hungry about money, and selling arms. And eventually, poor Saddam Hussein, he confident, now I can do more. And then everybody start to blame on him. I think this is unfair. So we, each of us, have the responsibility. So the totalitarian system, without army, difficult. So I think in a way, I think the obstacle for democracy, the army, sometimes I feel it's questionable. So like I think United States and the free country, I think the system is such a manner. I think I very much impressed us, particularly in the United States, they have to divide power. The legislative and government and these things, laws. It is in any way, of course, these are. Of course, with this system, then, naturally less, danger. Otherwise, the military establishment always is dangerous. So therefore, we should think the idea of the demilitarization, the global basis of demilitarization is very essential. But at the same time, the practical. So, there are such things we cannot achieve overnight. So we have to step by step. And also, meantime, we should have some kind of the collective military forces, which wherever necessary, you can utilize or you can be sent. Actually, I think in the recent years, the United Nations rules increasing and the military involvement under the United Nations control, these things now happening. So I think these are, itself, the nature itself, evolution itself. Now you see making some new things, new ways. So, as a human being, as a citizen of the world, I think the inner disarmament and external disarmament, these two things are, I think, are the current sort of responsibility. This is one thing. Then second level, as a Buddhist now, as a Buddhist monk, the various different religions. Of course, in spite the different philosophy, different tradition, all have the same message. The essential message is more or less same. That is compassion, love, and kindness, and forgiveness. So these things. So, and the way is to pursue these goals, they utilize different method or different philosophy. Sometimes I call, like a supermarket. It's a different religions. That is like the religious supermarket. So we have liberty to choose what is more suitable to you. So therefore, the more variety of religions is more benefit for more variety of people. That's clear. And also each religion have some, I think, the speciality. So some people, because of, the conflict due to different religion, some people, I think, they're fed up about these different religions. So, they prefer worldwide one religion, unified one religion. Some say like that. But then I don't agree that. Because if, we try to make one religion, then I think we may lose many good, teachings of the different religions. So it is much better, to keep different religions as it is. And at the same time, I do not think, what you call fundamentalism. These new sort of absurd way. Not necessarily, I think, due to religions, but rather, I think, the weakness of human being. We manipulate religion. Sometimes this seems like
sometimes we often have the sort of false notion that religion is not there for your benefit, something that you can derive benefit from. Rather, you are serving the religion as if you are being of benefit to the religion.
So, don't bother about the religious teaching, whether I really follow or practice or implement sincerely or not. Not thinking this line, but rather, in the name of the different religion, then fight with other people, criticize with other people, other tradition. Now, this is, I think, wrong. As I mentioned earlier, firstly, all religion carry the same message. Very, very valuable, useful message there. That's clear. Then secondly, the variety of people need a variety of religion. That also clear. Even, I think, requirement for this body, food, more variety. If we always have one kind of meal, morning, lunch, dinner, then I think we will fed up. So more variety, different type of lunch, different type of dinner. Oh, we prefer. Much heavier, isn't it? So if one hotel is only one kind of meal served, then I think people may not come in that hotel. So similarly, this mind, and so much, you see, the variety. Need, you see, so many different kind of, and the mental, you see, mental world, there's much, I think, much sophisticated than this body. Even this is limited, you see, the kind of, this body also need a variety of food. In such case, this mind, you see, no question, you see, there's so many variety, therefore many religions is essential. Now individual case, to some people,